Today's the day. 5 years. And yet, feels like it was just yesterday. 5 bloody years. There's no use trying to get some kip. I might as well get up and get on with it. To say that Midnight Cove was the city that never wakes up. Just another boring shithole of a town forgotten by God's touch. Now take a look at it. This place has become a blooming dumping ground. Those chimneys, all those clattering engines, always roaring. It's enough to make a man sick.
Impressive, Maurice. Your factories must be quite marvelous to admire. Can you give us a glimpse into the world of volcanicite and metalwork?
Oh, Catherine.
Absolutely.
Miss
We
you so much, my
pride
darling.
ourselves on craftsmanship and precision.
Clara.
Our skilled artisans
The day both of you
work
left,
meticulously to forge
a
intricate
piece of my soul
designs
departed
and
as well.
sturdy structures. Whether it's just a decorative type of work or industrial grade fabrications, we strive for excellence in every piece that leaves our non-stopping factories.
Incredible. It does actually sound like a blend of artistry.
It's getting quite late. I shall be on my way. I know they're waiting for me. Emily!
Well, well, well. If it isn't Benjamin Layton himself. What have you been up to, handsome?
Are you all right? Where the bloody hell have you been is a far better question, don't you think?
Yeah, I know. It's just... I really had to take care of some... things. But anyway, I'm back and everything is fine and dandy now.
If you say so. The folks around here were quite worried, you know. All right, it doesn't matter. I'm glad you're fine, so... Will you be staying put? And by the way, what are you doing here at such hours in this bloody weather? You know it's dangerous.
Hush. Believe me, I'm quite aware of the dangers of the night. But a woman with my talents knows well how to handle herself with ease. Well, I was just passing by to let you know that a little birdie told me someone's been looking for you at the Rusty Crow. And I thought, you know, how about a little crime-solving adventure? Like the good old days. So, what do you say, Ben?
Pray tell, do you know who that might be? You are aware I left that line of work a while ago, right? After what happened to my family, I just lost my spirit. Still, if it's a straightforward affair, one that can be solved without too much trouble, then perhaps I shall consider it. Bit of extra quid's never hurt anyone.
Splendid! A bit of excitement from the new case shall lift your spirits for sure. I know it. Even if it's just a trifling one. Cranky old chap.
Aye, maybe you are correct. Well, let us be on our way then, shall we?
So, Ben. It's good to see you again. How's life been treating you? You seem to be on the mend, I hope?
I suppose you're right. I've certainly had my share of ups and downs. More downs, though. That's just how life goes, isn't it? I'm just more relaxed, taking it one day at a time, love. So, how about you? How's your mother doing? Last time we spoke, you mentioned her illness.
I see. Well, she passed 2 months after I arrived. The physicians couldn't put a finger on what was wrong with her. It was quite bizarre, to be honest. And yeah, I could say I'm doing just fine, mate.
Oh, my sincere condolences, love. I know deep down, in a way, she cared for you. A parent always cares, even if they stray away from the path at times.
Thanks, Ben. But anyway, I ain't too sure she had much of a path in life at all. She did some good deeds for me, sure. She even left me her old apartment in the Blue Commons. But you know, Ben, mostly what comes to mind is just awful memories.
It's rather nice to hear that she left you our old place. Oh, God, let's not be too harsh about her. We all made mistakes.
No, Ben. There's no excuse. The way that woman took advantage of me, you know? Taught me my trade. Made me do things that no child should ever be forced to do. And then profited off of it. What kind of sick mother does that? Huh? What kind of mother teaches her daughter how to please men's filthiest desires, being just a child? Huh? It's bloody disgusting. So, no, Ben. That's a mistake I would never forgive. Whatever. Now she is gone, and I cannot say I shed a single tear for her death. In fact, I'd say I was glad she died the way she did. Painfully, coughing her lungs out, choking on her own putrid blood. Anyway, I'm sure brighter days will be ahead. Let's just move on and forget about that sick old lady, shall we?
Emily, my dear, I know, and I beg your pardon if my words cause such distress to you, bringing up those awful memories. My intentions were well-meaning, you know that. All right, Let's not dwell on it any further. Pray tell, do you have any other notes about who was inquiring about me at the Rusty Crow? What should we expect when we get there?
Thanks, Ben. Well, my source, Lloyd, vaguely told me about it. So it goes like this. Just arrived in the city an hour ago or so, and I went for a pint and we had a bit of a chat. And then he briefly let slip that someone was shouting and asking for you. Specifically for you. Didn't say much about it though. So, naturally, he asked me if I had any clue what was going on with you. Hadn't seen you for a while, and yeah, that's pretty much all I know.
Weird. Well, what he said is true. I haven't seen him in a while. You see, some days have been so dreadful for me to go out that I realise it's better for the scotch to come to me rather than the other way around. So I paid a young lad to bring me the bottles.
Oh dear Lord. You're unbelievable. Drunk and lazy.
I know. It's embarrassing. I am quite curious, though. With such a desperate demeanour, it could be a delicate matter. Or perhaps it's just a typical missing dog or cat case? Well, the plot thickens.
You can be such a buffoon at times. Well, we shall see what the matter is about once we arrive at the pub and start working our craft. Instead of just gossiping about it like some pompous posh ladies.
Indeed, my dear Emily. Indeed.
Psst. Heads up. There's a cat lady over there.
Oi, Lloyd. How have you been, sir? Business doing well? Long time no see.
Ah, Mr. Layton. Quite a long time indeed, sir. Yes, everything is fine and dandy. What can I offer you this lovely evening?
No, I'm good. I need my head to be straight for the talk we're about to start.
Oh, dear Lord. Well, I see now what your intentions are. And anything for the missus?
Hey, Emily, what's your poison?
Oh, just a pint for me. Thank you.
You heard the lady.
Splendid. A pint coming right up. So, Mr. Layton, may I assume that the lady already informed you about the poor lad that was desperately inquiring about your whereabouts?
Indeed, Lloyd. All right, Lloyd just implied it was a man, so the cat lady scratched. All right, Lloyd, let's get to the point. Pray tell me who's been inquiring after me, what the bloody hell the chap wanted from me, and why he was in such utter distress, and where is he? Tell me everything you know so far.
Well, Mr. Layton, I must say I don't rightly know what this fuss is all about. Just that this poor chap was roaming the streets in great distress, asking people for help and mentioning your fine name, sir. At some point, he came into the pub and asked for you. I was in a bit of a shock. 2 constables were lounging at a nearby table, yet they didn't seem to bat an eye. I'm afraid it all felt a bit queer.
I can't say I'm quite keen on this case. The way you tell the events, there's something about it. And those constables, something obscure is going on. I guess it's about time for me to get back into business. I'm not thrilled about it, you see. First, let's proceed with caution. Now, Lloyd, pray try to remember. Is there anything else you can recall? Any other detail that could be useful?
Oh, well, Mr. Layton, you see, there was a peculiar thing I did notice. So, after this poor soul left, just a few minutes later, the 2 constables went out the door in the same direction this man went. They were very silent. They just left the quids for the drinks on the table and quietly left the pub. Isn't that a bit odd?
It's shady, I must admit. And I'm afraid these sorts of situations don't ever turn out well. Fair enough. Let's not linger on it any longer until we got the facts.